It's the Cable Show.
I think we're gonna first pick a Guide of Souls. Not a lot to think about, huh? Ooh. Shelly Mystic. A win is a win is a win? Huh. Win is a win, not a win. Win is a loss? That doesn't make any sense. How can a win be a loss? When you already lost 0-2 and are playing the third for fun. Ooh, I like that answer, Eric. I'll snag this Overlord. It's not amazing by itself, but if we do get like a Flicker Wisp or something, and it is nice to have that Titan-esque late game ability, just like rip a 7-drop, like, oh shit. When you win your last match of day 1, but still don't make day 2. Oh, sure. Or you could say like you win your last match, but don't get there on breakers. A Johnny and Chrome Mox, huh? A Johnny and Chrome Mox. I fucking love a Chrome Mox, but I'm gonna grab this a Johnny. Yeah, my brain went to stuff like, you know, beating a friend who really wanted it, that sort of thing. Making the win sort of bittersweet. But that's not really the same thing as losing, is it? I'm gonna grab this Amptraptor, actually. We're probably gonna want to play red. Like, we want a Goblin Bombardment for the Ajani. Amptraptor lets you see the Ajani more. It's like, it's energy with the Guide of Souls stuff. Yeah, what am I looking at? I'm like, well, guess I'll throw the one white card in my sideboard. Like, no, come on, Caleb. Come on. Don't love these. Sometimes Phoenix works out. I was gonna grab a 1-drop. Might play it, might not. Wow, red does not look open, does it? Not from these fucking packs. When you win by cheating? Yeah, maybe. I saw a Jorb's video where he was talking about variance in chess. Really interesting video. Highly recommend watching. But he did say something about, like, using cheating, like, people that you get away with cheating or, like, lowering their personal variance or something. That I disagreed with. Because if you're cheating, you're not playing the game anymore, right? I compared it to, like, breaking into somebody's car to steal the trophy. Like, it's like, you didn't win. You just stole that shit. Doesn't matter that you did it while sitting right next to them. And then, of course, there's all the, like, the extreme amount of tournament variance they're adding. Like, the chance of, like, getting DQ'd and not being able to play Magic there anymore is, like, a huge fucking risk, right? Yeah, I don't really want any of this stuff. But, like, if white's... I mean, if Boros just isn't open, then maybe you play black. Maybe? Certainly not playing Slick Shot, huh? Just find Bombardment Impact too. That's true. Like, you don't need a ton of red for the a Johnny to really pop off. If you have a Bombardment, if you've got a Goblin Bombardiers, you can certainly just splash a little bit of red. Hey, Gao's fine. I'll play Gao. Okay. Sometimes packs are just light. It sounds like Tool. Yeah, a lot of bands sound like Tool. Hey, there's Broadside Bombardiers right there. How about that? When I was using a lot of Pandora, I had to be careful and like actively downvote Tool songs. Or like every playlist would just become consumed. Hey, good evening, Cold Ralph. Holy shit. Man, I've been fucking floating in power today, huh? Moxie Woxie. Hey, thanks, Mini Corey. Thanks for the luck. Go grab a little oust. Thinking about that innocence. Do I want to draw a few cards, or do I want to get a critter out of the way so I can attack in? Currently, we have, like, no removal whatsoever. So if like, we already had a couple pieces, even if they weren't amazing, even if they were, like an oust type card, if we had a few pieces of removal already, I'd be more inclined to grab a draw engine. I guess I'm taking Umezawa's. I don't actually love it. I get excited about Stoneforge Mystic, but I want Stoneforge Mystic to go grab that fucking 7-drop and just be like a legit threat in and of itself. A little fix-in. You like the reanimate? Just splash it. Throw in a reanimate, throw in a lingering souls. You remember when Pack Rat was good? I was still winning with Pack Rat when they cut it from the cube. They're like, this card's not good anymore. I'm like, speak for yourself. Some really deep blue in this pack, huh? All the blue drafters must be the right of us. Because that was like Force of Will into Tameo. Should we grab that Canyon? I did enjoy when they did the classic cube, the classic vintage cube. I did enjoy playing with Pack Rat again. That was nice. Yeah, Evil Chicken. The album's named Scrambled. And depicts a rooster smoking a giant blunt. I'm gonna grab that Static Prison. I think we have enough energy production that it's actually good here. You could take the Lion Sash, have a little bit of tutorable Graveyard Hate. Ragavan is indeed in this cube. You're correct, it would be quite good here. I think we're like fighting with other people for red though, so we'd have to get it pretty early. Am I gonna live stream the Con of Cubes? I've thought about that. I was talking to BK the other day because I was playing that event at his shop, and he offered to set up an area for me to just like stream all week, and I was very tempted. My worry, my concern, if I stream at CubeCon, is that it might create like a shield. Like people might be less likely to come talk to me if it looks like I'm busy constantly, right? And I like saying hi to folks. I like signing cards and stuff. How'd the run go with the Lotus Land deck? We did manage a trophy with that one. You might be right, Salty Rutabaga. I'm gonna grab this chainsaw. That's a good one for flipping in a Johnny. And it's equipment with Stoneforge, huh? Man, it's really hot in my room. I'm like sweating. I might need to go check the thermostat or something. Disrobe? Oh, I'm already naked. Yeah, the shirt's just an overlay. I'm not actually wearing anything. Alright. Another Mox would be good. An Ocelot Pride would be good. Ragavan would be good. I can't remember if we passed Fury, but Fury and Solitude would be nice. Little dog blinker thinger would be good. Oh, there's another Mox. Kind of that discharge wheels. We have a lot of energy stuff here. McWinsauce says, Caleb Chat, I watched a few drafts at 2x speed to prep for the Mox. You won the draft? Oh, at the Mox? That's sick. Fucking well done. Oh, man. I'm gonna grab this here gut here. That's what I'm gonna do. Library's so tempting, huh? Always tempting. Drafted a Jeskai Balance Ancestral Pile. Very cool. Talking about draft picks is always fine, Eric. So we don't have like a lot of stuff going to the graveyard for this Flage. It's still a really good card. You'd be like really happy you have it. If someone's just killing all your things. Death Greeter's Champion kills really quickly. Palace Jailer used to be so high in the pick order. I think I'm gonna grab the Flage still. I think it just wins me more games than the other two. I really do like the Dasher, though. And Palace Jailer. I mean, they're all good. Oh, that's true. We do have the Arena for the Flage. Could be hype. Headliner Scarlet, you say? Ephemerate can work in these decks. If we take it the Palace Jailer, it'd be a little bit more exciting. We do have like a Lauren here. We're just gonna take the Headliner Scarlet. It just wins too much. Oh, there's a Cauldron Complete though. Well, nobody else wants the Cauldron Complete. So the Cauldron Complete makes the Stoneforge Mystic like pretty ideal. Just a turn 2 threat that can just win the game on its own. The thing is, Headliner Scarlet wins a lot of games on its own too, and Headliner Scarlet's not wheeling. Not huge on Kellen, but sometimes it does do the thing. Tursa actually fills up the graveyard for Flage, but it's another 3-drop. It might fit the deck better than like Enduring Innocence, though, or Lauren main deck. Jack Rabbit also plays well with Arena of Glory. Portable Hole is solid. I'm going to take the Witch Enchanter for the mana base there. Wow. Philia and Plateau here. We are light on fixing. We could really use the Plateau, but I mean, Philia is like a reason to be in white. And it's not like we're overbrimming with playables, huh? So good with that Overlord. Hey, we got the Discharge Wheel. Good stuff. Looks like we're going to end up cutting a card or two anyway. Adeline is good with Arena of Glory. I don't love the card. It's just a little on the clunky side on average. Hey, we got the Cauldron Complete Wheel. Cool. I've seen Field played like once or twice over the last season or two in primetime decks. I don't get it. I wouldn't have it in this cube. So I need one cut. It might just be Adeline. One nice thing about cutting Adeline is then we don't really need double white until turn 4. So this would be one more red source than white source. Or no, it'd be even. 6, 7. Yeah, because the Witch Enchanter adds +1. And the Arena of Glory and Mox Ruby add +2 for red. So +1, +2, it's even. Cool. I like even. That's what we're doing here. So based on the deck, we're pretty unhappy with this opener. No 1-drops and no Moxen to skip our 1-drop and go straight into 2 would be even better. Will I have my license in time to drive? I have my license now. I had it before the wedding, so a couple months deep. Yeah, very possible I'm supposed to lead on Gao and just like get that rolling. But Chainsaw, Flip a Johnny. Could also get things rolling, huh? And the Chainsaw's getting counters. Nice. Yeah, your license as soon as you could. Cool. Cool for you. I didn't really have a car until now, so it wasn't a super high priority for me, obviously. Do I have any plans on playing more Chandelar in the future? I installed a different version with like more new cards in it and stuff, and I thought that was gonna be fun, but it plays way less smooth for whatever reason, even though it had the same like root download file. It's such a finicky fucking program. No, I never found out if Mindslaver worked. I kind of like leading on the Johnny activation because it gives them incentive to like kill the Gao in response, take one less damage, increase the chance the chainsaw hit gets in. Looks like that Lauren's got some stuff to target, huh? Maybe cut Tursa. Maybe it's the Mindslaver coding that makes the new version of Chandelar run slow. Yeah, maybe that's it. I actually like fixed it by taking all the new cards out. But yeah, I've been enjoying driving. I'm still new. I can't like multitask when I'm driving. I just have to like focus and stuff. I don't even like listen to music or anything. It's good though. I've been getting a lot of experience. Mostly just driving around town, playing tournaments. I had a thing on the way to so on the way I played a 3 rounds of a pre-modern tournament. There's a charity event happening on the other side of town, and I drove over to play some rounds and see people and hang out a little bit, right? I'm gonna mull this. Wow. Let's go to 5. I guess I'm keeping this. And on the way there, I set a course that took like 3 minutes longer, but also just like avoided most of the highway driving. Pretty chill, like back roads. You know, pleasant stuff. Probably should have played the mountain so I'd have discharge up, just in case I played something I wanted to discharge. It could matter, right? Maybe I'd top deck a 2-drop and really want to play a 2-drop on 2, and now I can't do both. The instinct is to play the planes out because if they are playing like strip mine, they strip mine your planes. Now you get to keep your red source. We have a bunch of planes, right? Anyway, so getting there was really pleasant. But on the way back, my phone, for whatever reason, just like changed routes on me. Even though I had chosen the other route, it was just like, fuck you. Okay. All right, I guess I'm doing this. And then, like 2/3 of the way through, the Bluetooth connection to the speakers failed, and I didn't realize, and so I just like didn't hear anything. And I realized at a certain point, I'm like, this is way too country. I'm like in the middle of fucking nowhere. So I like pull off to the side of the road. Because again, I'm not a good enough driver to like fucking figure out what's going on with my app while I'm driving. Just pull off to the side, fucking figure out what's going on. Take my time. No rush, right? Pulling off to the side is what everyone should be doing in that situation. Probably. I'm used to, when I'm in a car, I'm used to just like being a free set of hands for the driver. So like if something is weird, like I'm used to being able to like fix it and stuff. Well, these are some good lands. Kilobeats Rush confirmed. There's a pre-order for Rush tickets happening right now. I decided it wasn't that big of a deal to me. I'll survive. Ooh, love that mini core. That's what my mom always did. She would drive everywhere with her knees. Man, I just might be fucked, I mean, I guess this was a mold of 5. I kind of just want to go next. Game technically winnable, but... How new to driving am I? Have I driven in snow yet? So when I grew up, I did go through the trouble of like getting my temps, and to do a solid amount of like snow driving and such. But it has been a long time for sure. I do have the physics of it pretty locked into my brain. Because I'm one of those crazy bike riders. When a bike is your main mode of transportation, like, it's not like, oh, well, it's snowing out, I guess I don't have a way of transporting. It's like, no, you just fucking learn how to ride in the snow. So not, like, hard braking on ice and stuff. It's pretty deep in my brain, I would say. Can you get your license in Wisconsin without learning to drive in snow? You can. You get tested on it, but like written. You're only getting like the in-car test for snow driving if you decide to get your driver's license in the winter. In Maryland, you don't even have to be able to parallel park to get your license anymore. Yeah, my driver's test didn't have me parallel park at all. We did go on the highway because that's just like where the DMV is. I like researched it a bit beforehand, and there were people on Reddit, in the Madison area Reddit, that were like, if you're having a rough time, simply go to one of these like more rustic areas around Madison, and they've got an easier driver's test out in the middle of nowhere, and you'll get your appointment faster. And I thought about it for a second, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. If I'm gonna be driving in Madison, I should get tested in Madison. Get tested in the conditions you're gonna be actually driving in, right? Gonna be driving in the USA, get tested in the USA. Uh-oh. That binding's gonna answer my business there. Well, God, they're stuck on mana. This feels like a huge mistake, but I'm gonna give them a treasure for that 1 extra damage. Wait, should I suplex it? Attack, get the extra point of damage in, and then fucking exile the treasure? I've successfully converted suplex into +1 damage. There's a single Renin 6 activation to the face. Let's go. You made an illegal turn on your driver's test and still passed somehow? Oh, wild. I made a couple errors. The biggest mistake I made is she told me to make a like a Y turn or something. Or a J turn. I might be confusing them. But I think it was a Y turn. Yeah, it was a Y turn. She asked me to make a one of those turns. And I was like, okay, well, it's safer to do that and use this person's driveway. And apparently in the written materials, it specifies like you shouldn't use a driveway for that for some reason. No, they told me not to, Kaiobancha. But yeah, I'm not talking about K-turns anyway. The rarely seen reflected chain lightning. We're 1 mana away from repping lethal here by going Descendant of Storms, then chainsawing it and equipping to the Stoneforge Mystic. I guess we're just serving for 1. You'd think they'd stop you after the first auto fail. I think they like want to let you like get comfortable with the test and stuff. And then when they see other issues for you to work on, they're like giving you more. I think it's for you that they don't stop you immediately. You're probably right, Stamp. In France, it was for their safety. The driving instructor, they don't even tell you at the end. Wild. I was so happy that she told me immediately. You think it depends on the tester? Could certainly. It might also depend on how much time they have, right? Yeah, I've known a few people that like probably shouldn't have been able to get their license when they did. I had a friend in high school who failed the test like an absurd number of times, like four or 5 times in a row, before she finally passed somehow. And I only rode in her car once, and I was like, never the fuck again. I don't care how far it is, I'll walk. This is. Hey, Punisher Dumper, thanks for the 10 months there. Boros for the win. Boros for the fucking win. You think harsher testers wouldn't change much? Not like a ton. I assume a lot of bad driving is like people getting overconfident and just like dirtling off on their phones for however long. So the Generous Plunderer is very good against clue tokens and the like. Could grow my Descendant. Oh, I guess Philia is really good against tokens. Fuck hum. Philia has flash. I don't want to run it into a counter. They do have 2 blank sources. Could be playing it into a sorcery speed removal spell. I'm just gonna play this out and pass here. Well, I'm glad you're still with us, Entropy Slave. Sure, wax papers, yeah. That makes sense. Okie dokie. Some states are better than others with that. Are there any states that do, like, after, like, 5 years, you have to get tested again? The elderly have to get tested at some point, right? Your province says after 5 years you have to be tested again. I mean, that makes sense to me. You're annoyed just by renewing without a test every 10 years? Okay, well, I don't think that matters very much. Once in however many years. This is a mighty inconvenience. Oh, well. My apologies. We'll get that sorted right out for you. We weren't trying to inconvenience anybody. So you are going here. Want to jump Philia or Guide of Souls, huh? This one hurts me less, I think. I would rather them point of removal spell the Guide of Souls than the Philia. That's some real damage that turn. Hell yeah, Spire CG. Something iconic about the Power 9, huh? Sure, Aquita's killer, but like if getting tested every so often makes the road safer and such. And every so often being half a decade or a decade, I don't know. Any kind of rule of regulation will always, you know, disproportionately harm somebody. That doesn't mean we shouldn't have any rules or regulations. Getting tested more than once sounds like a lot of money in staff. Yeah. I could see that. Even if it's only every 10 years, that's still a lot more people getting tested. Oh, I'm with you there, Aquita's killer. Yeah, you're preaching to the choir. Big fan of folks getting time off for voting, too. Love that idea. What happens if I get 2 trophies? Oh, then I'll have 2 trophies. I understand the question, though. Very confusing point there. So at 14. So we pop the warrior token and the Emperor Bones blocks, what, Philium? Then they're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 8 is 13 damage. They're at 14. It's annoying. I guess we should clear the Tameo then, We lose the Philia, but then hopefully the skeletons can clean up next turn. I could let them block with both. And then I can kill the Emperor Bones post-combat. But then I lose the gut, right? I don't want to lose the gut. Isn't it lethal? I don't think so, right? Like a Blink Out Shieldred, Emperor Bones eats Philia. Then they take 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 6. This is the Tameo uptick, remember? You blink this out. This blocks here. 1, 2, 3. Wait, is that only 10 damage? How did I get 13 before? Well, there's the extra 1 from Generous Plunder. Tameo won't affect the second skeleton. Sure. In my recount that I just did, though, that brought me from like 11 to 12 or whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I have 12 damage. You got 13. That's what I got my first count. I don't know why I'm getting something different now. Probably better to kill the Tameo than get them an extra 4 damage if it's not lethal. I don't know. Okay, looks like my last count was correct. I think they need to answer both Guide of Souls and Gut here, which seems hard. The 1 token deals 4. Yeah, because it's put into play attacking. I missed that too at first. Chat caught that one. Well, that's a bad sign. Just a draw 7. With the treasure I gifted them. Oh no, it's a harvester. And now we're 2 points away from lethal. It's a good ass harvester, huh? Oh well, GG. Close fucking game, huh? There's been a couple times this draft where the suplex just being a fucking lightning strike would have been would have been a little better. I actually like descending against Liliana. I'll cut Kellen. Or Plunder. I'll cut Plunder and leave the ones in. I think you're going way too deep if you're trying to bring in Manifold Key. Bombardiers and a Johnny play really well together. I wonder if that'll actually, like, work, though. Whereas Innocence might actually do the thing. I think I'm gonna bin a land. Yeah, I'm on the play. Maybe I should have been the Innocence. Never heard this tune before. Currency, the Black Angels. Essentially got Force of Willed here. Cracking Black Lotus to cast a counter. We did not win the Tamio Shieldred game. We got them down to 2. And then they ripped a sweeper. It seemed hard. I mean, we were spitting out 4-1 Menacers. It was, I thought we were in a good spot until we weren't. Like they needed it, the sweeper, or they were dead. Hey, Arahibs, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 28 months. I'm a little worried about a ninja there. This is a toxic for 2. Another sweeper. Alright. Well, at least we got to keep our Enduring Innocence. That was my sideboard tech here. Should I play both of them out? A little worried about their 5 mana -2/2 creature we lost to last time. It'd be a good follow-up. And I could have sandbagged a creature and then had something to draw a card here. This Emperor Bones looks really fucking good, huh? Kind of unfortunate. Their options for sacking the Broadside are the Emperor or the Harvester, so... I don't need the double block. Ooh. Oh, we hit Flage? That's a fucking bummer. Do I want to draw a card? I think so. There's some 1-drops in here. Luris Black Lettuce. That's pretty nasty. Just firing off Lorien Revealed, sure. Well, that's ugly. Got me. Hello. Pretty glad they did that now, Oh, hey. They have one card left. Yeah, let's jam this now. They've already burned 2 sweepers. There's the Luris rebuy. I assume rebuying Strix here. So we get Umezawa's equip the first striker, which is very interesting to me. The issue is, what are you doing with that first strike damage? Are you just using it to kill Luris? How's that better than just running out the chainsaw to kill Luris? Yeah, I like sacking the chainsaw to the gut too. Serving in, they block these 2, take 8. And then you lose the gut. This is better. I wonder if the opponent regretted their decision to use the Emperor Bones for my Bombardiers, huh? They ended up not sacking anything to Bombardiers. But they could have rebought Harvester at some point. Yeah, I don't think a Tameo Flip's going to be able to save them now. To game 3 we go. Nasty deck, huh? Enduring Innocence sure pulled its weight. Are there any ways to draw on the cube? Yeah, I mean, that memory jar they just cracked could hypothetically draw the game, right? If both players are going to deck at the same time. I'm going to bring in this weird shock. You can, like, respond to Emperor Bones. Maybe. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Director Dodd. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for 31 months. You heard I won something yesterday? My prize is a palindrome. Hot tuba. Put it up a butt. Oh. Thank you, Director Dodd. I appreciate your art. Yeah, I like to send it against Liliana, but I'm going to be on the draw here. We'll see. I kind of like Arena of Glory. He had the call to complete in the opener. This hand's a little better. At least have, like, a 1-drop, right? Kind of feels like they're... Okay. Yeah, they're questioning whether they should play something. I don't know if it was gut. Looks like it's Bloatus here. God damn it. Are we supposed to just let them have infinite mana? I was hoping the Static Prison would be popping their otter. Yeah. Now we just get clocked the fuck out. The clock's very fast here. I don't know. I need like a Mox, and then I can play the Overlord, gain some life, get something going. Get some blockers. Kind of regret my Static Prison now that I'm here. Considering sacking the guide to kill their otter token does turn off my energy for the Static Prison. Oh yeah, I can't do that, right? I'm only at 4 life here. I just have to hope to block both and answer the Shieldred eventually. Heck of a card, that Shieldred, huh? Looks like I got pretty punished for using my Static Prison on the Lurrus Recursion. Yeah, I really dislike openers without a 1-drop or Mox to skip us ahead to 2. But I also dislike mulling to Oblivion every game and still never drawing those things. I guess I could have played Gut and then sacked the Gut to kill Shieldred. That was probably the line, huh? And then you got other creatures back to chump. As painful as it is to sacrifice Gut there. So this Aether Spellbomb is going to get like earmarked for the call to complete. It might be hard though. I feel like, oh, there's drawn a card. Okay, fair enough. Oh yeah, Magic Colony. I like this track. I don't think I've heard a lot of this band, but I've heard this song a lot. Band is some absolute rippers. Oh yeah? What's your favorite tune by them? I don't know if I'm just playing into a sweeper here. I'm having nothing. Maybe I should just play the Umazawas. Subtlety is the main reason I pumped the Descendant on my first attack, by the way. If you're curious about that. I'm gonna go ahead and bottom. The thing is, like, sure, you draw it and it's, like, gassy. But even just drawing lands here is good. You can equip the Call to Complete here pretty soon. The Stoneforge Mystic should have activated to put this into play and prevent the opponent from having the opportunity to counter. You like Angel of Mercy and Ruler of the Wasteland? Those are some badass fucking names. Duke Wiggles! Thanks for the sub. Thanks for 78 months. Ooh, that's a good Mystic Confluence. Fair enough, huh? Child of Evermore is another sick one from the same album as Voice of the Cult. Okay, cool. So it might have a similar tone, huh? If it's from the same album. Is this like proto power metal? Wikipedia just calls them regular heavy metal. Nope. Genres heavy metal, power metal. Started in 1984 to present. They're still touring. They're still a band. Hey, GG, Smokey Daddy. Yeah, your deck was busted, and you did draw well. That sweeper game 1 was so brutal. I was like fighting that Tameo uptick, and just like, oh, okay, all right. But yeah, GG's. Good luck in your other matches, of course. Had some nice back and forths. Game 3 was a little anticlimactic after we had that nice game 1 and 2, but sometimes you just get brutalized by a fucking Shieldred, huh? That's kind of what Shieldred do. You love this? Yeah, this tune rips. I agree. A bit like Merciful Fate and King Diamond. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that comparison for sure. Fucking love me some Merciful Fate, by the way. If all of the removal could stop exiling my things and put some of my things in the graveyard, that'd be nice. Alright, let's unbake this canyon. I guess I'm supposed to play my land before I play the gut. So I'm getting exiled to a No More Lies. This track was literally written in 1986. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it. Definitely has that vibe. Alright, 2 more cards in the bin. Let's go. Just a fucking free stock up. Why not? Memnite would be a good draw for Cauldron, right? Memnite would have been a good draw a few different times with this deck. I think the Rafine's Tower is just a Tundra in their deck. Opponent's deck's Root. Oh yeah, just like all the counters and some nice quality exile removal. Good shit. Well, I am going to gain 2 life. How about that? Or they're not activating immediately to get back stock up. It's a bad fucking sign, huh? Bad fucking sign. That's 7. I'm actually going to hold on to this. The thought behind the Static Prison is if I hit 1 more land, then I can Static Prison the Portable Hole and get the Gao, equip the Call to complete all in 1 turn, and then have the 8 Trample coming in. Could be good. Could I exile my own Call to complete? No, it says opponent controls. I don't think this is going to work, but maybe. That was a really pleasant glass of rum there. with snap swords in. No, it's way worse than that. I mean, I guess if all they're doing is balancing and drawing 2 cards, at least I can play the Gao again next turn. Well, that's the fucking worst. There's Rebind Mana Drain. Yeah. Oh. I think this is gonna get mana drained then. Storm Chasers is spitting out otters now. The Cryptic Bouncing Snapcaster. Alright, I don't want to play anymore. Yeah, it's fine. You win. I think I want Innocence again. Maybe like minus Suplex. I'm gonna cut Plunder for Adeline, I think. I almost like Lingering Souls. I think if I had some random black duels. I guess I have Mox Jet. Is that enough? Probably not. Oh, Lauren. They've got multiple disenchant removal spells. Perfect. How'd Standard go? The RCQ? I won! Had a celebratory late stream last night. That was really fun. Yesterday was like one of the best days I've had in a hot minute. Got to spend some quality time with my wife too. I just had everything. I qualified for which RC? I can choose between Portland or Milwaukee. Portland is like a $300 plane ride. Milwaukee, but then you have to, figure out hotel stuff when you're there. Milwaukee's only an hour away, which is nice. So they both seem reasonable. I kind of want to try to do both. In the Caleb D MTG Ideal. Let's see, there was one more tune I wanted to check out. Oh, Ruler of the Wasteland, I think. One more on this Chastain kick. Or maybe I already played this one. No, it was Angel of Mercy. What are the formats for each? They're both standard. Which I'm into. Dallas probably should have gotten boarded down for more pressure in this matchup. Would I play the same deck in the RC at the regional championship? I don't know. I've played a lot of blue-black. It seems likely that I would continue playing more awesome blue-black, but probably not the same exact list. You want to, like, run out the Enduring Innocence and start drawing cards. But I also want to, like, slam this Overlord into play and just have a bunch of flyers. We haven't seen a ton of sweepers out of them. And if you run out the Enduring Innocence, we did see, like, a bunch of, like, exile removal. You might just be waltzing into that, Standard will be completely different then. A set of bans and new sets. Yeah, but my... Wow, I actually want that oust back, huh? Weird. I think my list will still be solid. The list I was jamming. Be right, Vivi's gonna get banned. Have they talked about Vivi bans? They have, yeah. I think they basically said we plan on doing something about Vivi, but we also don't want to dick over everybody that bought the deck to play in the RCQ season. Good shit. You wonder if they're going to hit other decks as well as Vivi? Interesting. What else would they hit? Kaido? I wonder if there's enough tunes to make a hammer-related playlist. You'd get this. You'd get Hold the Heathen Hammer High. That's two, yeah. If you had a hammer, right? Classic. The Guards of Lorne that he just referenced is the name of their fan group on Facebook. And sometimes they make like their own merch and stuff. Battle of Nevermore. Oh my fucking god, this ephemerate. Oh, this fucking I can't skip this cover. I really like this cover. It's so stupid good. It's really good. Listen to it almost every day. For some reason, is the reason because you have good taste? The cat is summoning sick. Yeah, I don't hate their subdivisions cover. Interesting. Touch the Spirit Realm target. I wouldn't have thought the 3/3 that was bricked by the 4/6 was the most troubling card here. Maybe they're worried about me rebuying things. Oh, they were denying me a red card, so the Ajani wouldn't bolt them, I see. Oh shit, they're just dead? Interesting. Well, what are they doing then? Because they had Snapcaster in hand. I don't know. Just felt like tapping low, I guess. Well, I wanted to cut Oust. Let's cut Oust and play Absent. Wow, we actually drew our mocks. Something I like about a Legion is the variety of singing styles. Their albums, they tend to like mix in a lot of like interesting, unique instrumentation too. Oh, they also have a Mox? That's not fair. But that just makes it even. Same thing. And this one. Stocking up. Kind of like the idea of sacking the Mox Jet. I'm about to get raided. Oh, yeah? Prove it. Prove it, coward. I've been toyed with before. I mean, if they have a Force Will, I could see countering the Gut here. Is a shitload of damage. Raid, 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 raid. Voxy! We got a Voxy raid, folks. Voxy, how was your stream? I hope it was dope. I hope it was dope as shit. Y'all should give Voxy a follow if you have not. Her stream rocks. We're just plugging along here. We have a... What draft was that? Was that draft number 2? A trophy and a 2-in-1? Or do I have 2 and 2?